like watching, because a lot of my buddies end up going to the games, and it's kind of funny because sometimes I kind of see them in the stands.
Yeah, yeah. Well, dude, I appreciate you jumping on with us, man. There's a couple things to talk about. I was actually excited. I was sick all week. I was pissed. I didn't think I was going to make it, and so I started pounding some medicine because you're like my spirit animal. You crush baseball. You like hunting. You like fishing.
Yeah.
You're a Tampa guy. You're a Gator. I mean, I got my Tebow ball up here. I did some work with Tim. Man, yeah. So I was like, dude, I'm not missing this interview. Not going to happen.
Well, sounds like you're feeling really well, so I'm glad you're better.
I'm popping, yeah. Plus, my wife is Spanish. You know, we weren't going to miss Cinco de Mayo either, so I had to be ready and better by yesterday.
Well,
so that all worked out.
Well, that's good because tequila kills germs.
Yeah, see, there you go. We're just over here saving lives then.
Yeah.
All right, so yes, so Pete Alonso, you're amazing, my man. And for those who do not know, we are here because I'm going to talk about a couple things. But Homers for Heroes, this is something y'all started, and there is actually. Fluke Dog 94, he mentioned to us yesterday, he's one of the guys that y'all helped. And I told him, I said, be sure to be on this.
Yeah. So Homers for Heroes, we started during the pandemic. We wanted to focus basically on doing what we could to help the people being hit by the pandemic. A lot of, obviously, first responders and people working in the front, stuff like that, whether it be doctors, nurses, firefighters, police. I mean, so many people stepped up to really help everybody, and we didn't want to leave anybody their stories and help give those resources and show appreciation. So we want to be that way. And then this past year, we focused a lot on kids in the New York community because we want to help inspire and do some good that way, because if you don't inspire the youth, that's the future right there. So we want to continue to help people in the New York community, but in my hometown, Tampa, Florida as well. So we want to be able to expanding and keep helping as many people as possible.
Well, and I'm gonna clarify. So you say we, and that's you and your wife, Haley,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
Because so many times, like, you know, especially players and when you have the celebrity, you forget, and I've worked with a lot of players and a lot of foundations, man, they forget how crucial. So tell us about Haley, because I know she's got to be playing a big part in what y'all are doing there, because you got to focus on baseball. But also, if I'm correct, the Alonso Foundation is something y'all are working on too.
Absolutely. So Homers for Heroes is going to transition into the Alonso Foundation. We're pretty much just we're just going to go through the brand. Because we got married, we just wanted it to be more simpler than what's associated with both of us, and it's our name. It's the Alonso Foundation. So Homers for Heroes is good because it's catchy. I'm playing baseball, but we want to be to do this when I'm done. We want this to be like a lasting legacy. We want to be known as philanthropic people, and we want to just continue to help out whoever we can. So, and my wife Haley, she's unbelievable. Like, you have no executive director, and she works day in, day out, taking care of so much stuff. So she's she's unbelievable. She's an absolute rock star. I mean, this wouldn't be a thing without her. And I mean, I do what I can during the more hands-on in the off season, to be honest. But during the season, having her, we have an amazing team, and it's really special to have her and members of our team. It's really special, and I can't say thank you enough to my wife and our team members.
We got to do that. I'm married as well, and I feel like if we don't acknowledge it, we get going to like, oh wait, the only reason I can do what I do is because you're doing what you do. And for those out there, that is a real thing. You should focus on that, because you got to give credit and love where it's due, man. No doubt.
Mm-hmm.
So the Homers for Heroes, man, you've done a lot of cool stuff. Do you have, obviously, the first responders? When I first saw Homers for Heroes, I actually thought it was military, right? Because I have a big affinity towards military and first responders myself. And then I did a little bit more due diligence. And that's actually when we decided to do our Cheers to Charity, make you guys our Q2 recipient of Cheers to Charity. And I put the link in there, by the way. dugoutmugs.com/Pete Alonso. And proceeds, a huge chunk of those proceeds are going back to the foundation, right? Because we really love and support what y'all are doing over there. So what else is going on? Like fill us in, like obviously the charity, I encourage people to go find out and look this up and like see what y'all are doing.
Yeah.
Buy the mugs. We got these mugs right here, the Homers for Heroes. You can go buy Mets mugs if y'all want that. It's all going, but use that link. And it's going to all support Pete and Haley's charity. So, but what else has got going on, man? What's newsworthy on your end?
Well, right now it's a kind of a dreary day in Philly, and we're just hoping the rain clears up so we can get this one in tonight. Otherwise, we're gonna have double the fun on Saturday with the doubleheader.
Yeah. Right on. Let me think. What else are we talking about? Oh, you know what stood out to me the other day? You've had a hell of a start to this season.
Thank you.
Even in good and bad ways. Like I'm a Tampa guy, so I knew what went down over in Tampa.
Yeah.
Right. And I was like, oh Jesus, man, because I had a life experience that really changed my outlook on everything in the world. And I know you probably are in the middle of going through that.
Yes.
But then. And it's the best thing that never happened, right? Like the way I look at mine. But then going into the season and these balls flying high and tight, you got that going on. And then you did an interview. I'm like, how the hell is he keeping his head so level with all this stuff going on, right, dude? That was impressive to have all what you got going on and still keeping the head down. Y'all are in first place. Like this is serious. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of really good stuff on. I mean, the guys in the clubhouse, and the coaching staff. Firstly, I've had a lot of support and love from my teammates, and it's just such a high-quality group in the house. So, I mean, having support that way, support system at home with my wife, it's truly, I'm truly blessed to have incredible people around me, and it's really special, and that's why during difficult times, I'm able to kind of stay. Everyone has that little internal battle that they fight, but I'm able to pull it together and stay strong and keep competing and being a badass, on the field. So I have an incredible support system at the field and at home, and it's just awesome. I'm just really blessed.
Do you feel like you're playing with a little bit of extra fire because of the stuff that went down preseason?
I wouldn't say fire. It's more gratitude, I would say. Even though, like, for me, every single day, like I realize I'm blessed. And I don't try and take anything for granted, but still, we can all be a little bit more grateful for things in our everyday lives. So it's really awesome to kind of have that perspective, and yeah, I'm really blessed, and I want to continue to squeeze the most juice out of the fruit,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of my favorite movies was Troy. You remember that movie, Troy?
That was with Brad Pitt and Orlando Bloom. Yeah. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I have seen it.
Dude, that movie, there's a part in that movie where Brad Pitt was talking. He's like, the gods envy us because we're mortal. So every day is more beautiful. Mm-hmm. Right. And I think, dude, that hit me when I saw it the last time, because about 7 years ago, I got pretty sick and some shit almost went down. But when I watched that, I'm like, man, that's what it is. That's when you're a little bit more grateful and you know that, to me, that's the fire, right? So when Randall and I, launched Dugout Mugs and started doing what we do, I met him 6 months after that happened. So I knew when I went into this particular venture that we were going to do something pretty special. Mm-hmm. And we've grown it. We've done you've probably seen us for a few years now, especially being from Tampa.
Absolutely. I mean, you guys have an incredible product. It's super fun, and not only should it be sold in every stadium, but every guy with a whether it be a man cave or a hangout spot or anything like that. It's like it's an absolute necessity. Whether you're favorite team, pro team, college team, or anything in between, it's like you guys have an amazing product, and And honestly, it's so fun every time you have a cold one out of a dugout mug.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. Did your boys get you got the mugs we sent to the clubhouse?
Yes, thank you so much.
Nice.
I was kind of upset because we have a dry clubhouse in New York, and we couldn't have the beer. So after the no hitter, typically it's tradition to have like a beer shower. So we couldn't really use anything or pour beer on anybody because it's a dry clubhouse. But that's okay.
Well, yeah, just go out the front door, do it out there.
Yeah,
that was pretty awesome. I saw that the other day too. Yeah, man. So let me see what else I got. Didn't want to miss anything. Here's a question I always ask, right? And you'll appreciate this.
Mm-hmm.
There's kids. You got a lot of kids, a lot of fans. What do you that want to grow up and beat Pete Alonso? Which is just that's nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, to even hear that. But what advice? Because Randall, my business partner, is an ex-player as well.
Right.
And some of these stories and some of the things I hear him say to kids, it's so profound because now that he's out of the game, he's looking back and the things that were the thing that so the advice he gives is really sage. So for you, what's a couple things that you would like tell kids, that are coming up in the game?
Well, the biggest thing is perseverance. That I want to help. Obviously, good work ethic, but perseverance, and that combines self-belief with hard work, and that's a really difficult thing to do in baseball because of failure. So a lot of other sports, instant gratification, and like for football, if the quarterback goes 30% on the completion rate, he's getting yanked out of the game. Same thing with basketball. If someone's shooting 30%, they're getting yanked out of the game. And baseball, I feel, is really the only sport where if you're good at it, you fail 70% or more time. It's like if you're successful,
you're doing 30%, you're going to Cooperstown. Yeah.
Yeah, no shit. So like,
that's awesome.
Yeah. So like, that's the thing that I want to help instill in kids because that's such a hard thing to wrap your mind around. And I think that if you can get kids to be resilient and understand that baseball, like there's stuff that happens that are out of your control. Is like a perfect example. If you're a pitcher, you make a perfect pitch on the corner, umpire could call it a ball. That's just how it is. And on the flip side of that, if you're hitting, you hit a line drive, you did your job perfectly, but it's right out of fielder. So it's like, yeah, it's not a hit, but you can't control it. So certain things, little nuances where positive, it doesn't get reinforced by success. So you have to have that inner belief and you have to have that resiliency and that perseverance in order to continue to be you
trust the system,
It's
just trust the process.
It's hard to trust it, but you
yeah. Well, you go on like a 15 game slump or 20 game slump, over 30 or something crazy. And trusting the system's hard to do.
Yeah, exactly. And you start to, it's natural. Even guys at the big league level, you got guys that are all stars. You got guys that are World Series champions that still go through really tough times, and you just don't know. You just don't know. Like after a really big skid, like you ask questions, everyone asks questions. It's natural, but that's part of it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, with Dugout, we've grown crazy for like 5 years, and then we just stopped just skyrocketing. We're like, oh, something's wrong. It's like, nah, just trust the system. Let's keep going through the fundamentals. We run our business like a dugout, man. It's a team effort, and sometimes you got to pick it up and trust the process, like you're talking about.
Exactly. You have to trust what you're doing is right.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of people coming in and out. Just to reiterate why we are here and why Pete is cutting time out of his schedule, which we do appreciate, my man. Homers for Heroes is soon to be the Alonso Foundation. So I want everybody to take note of that. Keep your eyes open for that. Follow that when they get it going live.
Oh, yeah.
But we're doing Dugout mugs. Pete and Haley and their foundation is our Q2 Cheers to Charity recipients. So we do have the Homers for Heroes. Did you see the back of these? The Alonso Foundation. We started getting them ready.
That's it.
But yeah, I mean, like shot glasses or the Mets mugs or the Pete Alonso drinking model, which was a custom piece we did, which is pretty dope. Go to dugoutmugs.com/Pete Alonso. A huge chunk of those proceeds are going back to the foundation. I encourage you to please do that. Mother's Day is coming up, Father's Day. These things are amazing gifts for this stuff. Just do it. Get it out of the way. Don't wait till 3 days out because that's not smart. Father's Day, Mother's Day, you're kind of SOL. We're already 3 days out. But okay, so I touched on that. Let me think. What other stuff we got going?
You want to open up to the chat? Like, if you have other questions, great. But if you'd like we can
let's open it up.
Yeah, we can open it up.
I don't think we can bring other people on, right? Like, let's let them just start asking questions. Let's give some, dude. Oh, I didn't even think about it. So, like, Pete was awesome and autographed a bunch of stuff. We got autographed mugs. We got autographed balls. Let's give some of these away. Let's pick a couple. You pick them.
Oh, all right. So we'll pick a couple people.
Pick three. We'll give them some free stuff.
All right. So let's pick some people with like the best questions. Like whoever asks like the most thought-inducing question, we'll pick. So here, let me see. I'm looking at the stuff coming through. Okay. Guys, really appreciate you logging on. But if you guys have any questions, LFGM, that's more of a statement, not a question.
Funniest guy on the team.
Funniest guy, 9th inning last night. Okay, who drive? Oh, wait, that was okay. What drives you to wake up every day? Okay, I wish I could see this. This is what drives you to be that every day. So I forget who asked that question, but whoever did, please do something so I can. And then
I'll find it.
Also,
you answer the question. I'll see if I can find it.
Okay, Donna Palermo. So we do.
I'm gonna jot that down.
Okay. So Donna, you have two very good questions. But I'll pick you. So the first one is foundation related. So as we transition into the Alonso Foundation, what we want to do is we want to help provide some resources, whether it be food, toys, treats, to some local shelters to help out animals, because there's a ton of animals that need homes out there, and these certain shelters need support. And as we kind of expand, we'd love to help. We'd love to help as many animals in need. And then also, I know you're a teacher. My favorite teacher of all time was Mr. Thomas. He taught me how to write. He got me through high school. He helped me pass my AP exams. And then also, I wouldn't be able to survive my history major in college if I didn't know how to write. So thank you, Mr. Thomas. So I'm going to keep looking.
All right, so Donna
Palermo, yeah.
Palermo. Donna, shoot us a DM at Dugout Mugs on our IG. Shoot us a DM. We'll take care of it. I didn't know you were a history major. Dude, I love history.
Yeah, I was a history major in college when I had an academic career.
Yeah, man. My wife and I went to Italy for 18 days for our honeymoon. Bro, I lived in Rome and like all through Tuscany. I loved it, bro. I love history.
That's awesome. We actually went there too for ours. So that's
nice.
Good food, good wine, and
yeah.
I mean, people get it over there.
They chill, bro. There's not enough chilling. Like, I know I'm doing something right. I did a post on IG the other day. Obviously, you wouldn't have seen it. You don't follow me, but my daughter, we're in the pool, and she's like, "Dad, can we just play anything like Billy Joel or Beatles?" I'm like, "Man, I'm doing something right."
Yeah,
you know, Bob Marley on the way to school every morning. It's beautiful.
So my boy Trajan Rodriguez just joined. He's one of my best friends. He's the best fishing captain in Tampa Bay. If you guys are ever in need of getting out on the water, make sure you book Trajan Rodriguez. He's an absolute tarpon fiend.
Well, dude, we were just talking about going inshore. My buddy called me this morning, wants to do a midweek fishing trip in Tampa, inshore.
Do it. Trajan Rodriguez.
Okay. Trajan Rodriguez. All right. Getting hooked up, buddy. Love it.
And here, let me keep going on the, let me keep looking.
Yeah.
Someone asked, this is just a casual question. Did I get a new truck? No, I did not get a new truck. Because driving a jacked up F-250 in New York City is not a good idea. There's not a lot of space to park, and it wouldn't fit the garage.
Yeah.
And then JD Joe. Okay. Hold on. They had a question about the foundation.
Okay.
Favorite types of beer. That's a good one. That's related. So whoever.
That's totally related. Who was that?
Dugout Muck here. The chat's flying.
Favorite type of beer. I'm trying to look through these other questions on my side to find them when you're finding them.
Okay, so favorite type of beer. My favorite is the Elder. So that's based out of California. It's the Livermore Brewing Company. It's a pretty like boutique beer, but every time we go to San Francisco, I ask for a 24 pack of them because I just cannot get enough of them. So I think it's the best beer ever.
So tell me what it is again. It broke up.
Pliny the Elder.
Pliny the Elder.
Yeah.
Dude, who asked that question?
Favorite beer. I forget. I mean, the chat's kind of rolling. So.
I got my team looking in there too. My team's watching. If you know who you are, you just got an awesome answer. Send me a DM, and my team's going to be able to check. So,
and then
make sure you're telling the truth.
And then someone asked, too. This is funny. Someone asked, "What's Max's Scherz's favorite drink?" He said that there's no laws drinking laws. So,
dude, Max is wild, isn't he?
Oh, he's a treat. He is a treat.
He's the Dugout Mugs guy.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, when they won in DC, Davey got them all mugs for the top of the buses, and they were cruising around on the parade, drinking out of these things, and on stage, his wife's in the audience drinking out. Dude, it was awesome. That was cool to see.
So
awesome.
I don't use some hair gel. It's like, well, I to be honest, I woke up probably about less than an hour ago, so I'm sorry. Sorry,
it's perfect.
Hair gel. Let me see. Someone asked, okay, God. Oh, there we go. Pete, how do you read pitches? So it's Spizek. Oh man, just if I miss. Someone asked what a beer shower is. Emma of Birchland. So Emma, a beer shower is when it is what it sounds like. Just everyone has beer and you dump it all over somebody. So you do that to celebrate something. Like for example, I got a beer shower from my teammates after I hit my first major league home run. Typically, beer showers are to like help celebrate something special. Like last night, one of our relievers, Medina, it was his first major league win. So because it's his first major league win, we gave him a beer shower.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah. Let me see. Let's get one more question. Oh, Johnny Guerra asked the question. And then someone asked, oh, God, I'm not going to answer that one. I'm not going to answer that one. Let me see. Black Met jerseys are good luck, question mark. I think absolutely. We threw a no-hitter in them. So, I mean, okay, this is a question. This is a question for everybody in the chat. So, guys, would you be upset if we wore the black jersey more than just Friday nights?
Is that something they're talking about?
So favorite ballpark obviously is Citi Field, but the black jerseys, we wear them every Friday night right now. But like, would you guys be upset if the Mets wore black jerseys like all the time? Someone said yes, they'd be upset. Okay, black jerseys.
I like the pinstripes, dude. That's classic, man. I love them.
Everyone seems to love the black jersey. I mean, the pinstripes wouldn't go away. Wear the pinstripes, but all the time. Okay.
Let's see. Man, this chat's flying, bro.
I mean, I really appreciate I really appreciate everyone's like. And then also, like, we have, also someone says, wear the blue more. I love the blue jersey, too. Like, I wish we, like, but, like, for us, like, we love, like, the tree, stuff like that. Like, the pinstripes are awesome. But if we got like, some stuff to mix up, like, why not do it?
Yeah. I'm going to just chime in real quick. There's a few people asking about donating to the Alonso Foundation. It's not all the way set up yet to my knowledge, but what we are doing, buy some of these too.
Yeah, so all the dugout, so like a huge portion of the dugout mugs are going to be donated to Homers for Heroes. And basically, guys, the Alonso Foundation is going to be the same thing as Homers for Heroes, just that we're going to be going through. So Homers for Heroes, Alonso Foundation, just that we're changing the name from Homers for Heroes to the Alonso Foundation. So you guys can go on homersforheroes.org if people want to donate.
And then the dugoutmugs.com/Pete Alonso. And that's running all the way till the end of next month, too. We're doing it for a whole quarter. And then we're doing the donation at the end of that. So, well, man, listen, I know you probably got your daily routine. You're just getting up, get some breakfast, get ready. Hopefully you guys go, show up tonight and put another win together. So I won't keep holding you, man, unless you want to keep chatting with people. I know sometimes that's a fun thing to do too.
Yeah. So here, let me look through the chat. We got a bunch of stuff rolling through. So let's answer a couple more. Let's do it. So I kept seeing who was my idol growing up, and I had a bunch of baseball idols. For me, I was a huge baseball fan because I played and I love to watch. I love to watch like certain guys on TV. Growing up, I loved Mark McGwire, loved Mike Piazza. And then as I got older, loved watching Paul Konerko and then Paul Goldschmidt. Those are my guys I love to watch growing up because they kind of emulate who I want to be. I want to be a very polished hitter with power.
Who was one of your non-baseball idols? Out of curiosity.
I really loved Mike Allstott. Obviously, Tampa. Mike Allstott, huge.
Great dude.
Yeah, Tampa guy, very philanthropic, unbelievable impact in the Tampa Bay community, and also like got to step off the tracks when the A-train coming through. Like that guy's awesome.
Bro, the first time I met him and Brad was the quarterback. They were at something going on over in Orlando, and I met him. I was probably 12. I wasn't very old, maybe 15. And actually, I was probably about 15 or 16. He's the nicest guy, dude. Just sat there and chatted with me and talked with me, gave me a hug, took a picture. Like it was amazing, right? That experience. And you know who did that in baseball? Who's an incredible human is Jim Tomei. I'm gonna give him a random shout out. Jim was the same way because I'm from Winter Haven. So I grew up watching the Red Sox and the Indians.
Yep.
Right? Because I lived in Winter Haven.
Yeah.
And Tomei was, dude, man, some of these people that you meet, and I know I can tell that's your vibe too. Like you want people telling these stories 10, 20 years from now. It's like, man, that time I met Pete Alonso in the mall. Like he was the nicest guy, right? You just got that vibe to you. And I think that's important when we all have these platforms that we get.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And for me, like as a ball player now, I want to help inspire like the kids that are playing now. You know, hopefully I play for a long time and rub off a lot of positive energy on some kids, and that's why I want to continue to give back, not just to the community, but to the game of baseball as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of life afterwards, man. You know, this is one of the most fun chapters you're going to write. But then there's these other pieces too, and it's really rounds you out as a person and as a family. So I'm going to let you run, dude. I know you got a day ahead of you. Please reach when you talk to your wife, tell her we appreciate her involvement, because I know what she's doing with all this. And if there's anything y'all need from us, you know where we're at. In the meantime, drink from bats. You know what I mean? That's what we do. Drink from bats, Homers for Heroes, Alonso Foundation. Keep your eyes open. Let's go Mets.
Let's go Mets. I appreciate your time and thank you much. I appreciate you guys interacting with the chat as well. Wish you guys all the best. LFGM, hopefully we get this in today. It's a rainy day, but hopefully we're out there balling out.
Awesome, dude. Hey, man, safe travels. Keep kicking ass. We'll talk to you soon, okay?
Sounds good. Have a good one.
Later.